Okay, so today we are going to see our experiment number 4. It is related to micro, right? So what is the name of this experiment? That is design of a micro pass1 to generate micro name table. Right, so here now, yesterday itself we have started with the design of that micro. We have not finished it, but it is very easy to identify the micro name. So we will take this practical. So from this micro, now you know that what is the micro and what is the definition, what is the call to that micro, what is the meaning of calling. So everything you know, right? So out of that means total, from the total assembly code, we need to find the name of that micro, and we have to find it, and we have to make the table for that. Maybe it is means 2 micros are there, 3 micros are there, right? So in tomorrow's lecture, you will get the means clear idea about that one. So simple experiment design of a micro pass1. Again, it is pass1, pass2, right? So here pass1 to generate the micro name table. So what is the name? So write a C program to generate micro name table for micro pass1. Okay, simple. So we have to develop the code to generate the micro name table for your assembly language program, right? So prerequisites consist of preprocessor, right? So we have seen the preprocessor concept means micro, right? So now first objective to understand the design of micro pass1, and second one to generate the micro name table for the assembly language program, right? So now microprocessor, we will see some theory. So microprocessor, you know that it is one preprocessor. It cannot change your source program into another, right? Machine code like that one. It is just a preprocessor. Okay, it identifies the definition of your micro, then call of your micro, and it sorted the data into different tables. Okay, we have seen the number of tables are there. For the formal parameters, there is a argument list array. Then for the micro name table, that is the MNT is there, means micro name table is there. To add the micro body, there is a micro definition table. So different tables are there. Okay, so this is tables are generated. So now micro definition and call. Okay, you know that always micro is started with the MACRO pseudocode, right? So that is the, we can say, the start of definition, and ended with MENT. And in between that one, we can say that number of lines they contain the micro name and your micro body. And how to call that micro? Syntax is very simple. That is the just write the name of that micro and pass the follow your parameters. That is your calling to your micro, right? So now again, these are maybe the positional parameters or keyword parameters. Okay, we have seen positional parameters means what? That key, this position of that parameter, this sequence is very, very important, and the same sequence is followed to call this macro, right? You cannot change the sequence, right? So this position matters to this parameter. And in this keyword, we already send, or we can say that assign the default value to that variable. So maybe you can write it on the first location or at the end. Okay, so you can write anywhere that parameter because we have assigned the value. So this is called as a keyword parameter, right? So now in this design of this micropass1, right? So how many tables are there? Means you can say that this is the output to your pass1, right? So first one, that is the micro definition table. Second one, micro name table. And third one, argument list array. Right? Micro name table means what? All the name of the micros means micro names are listed out. Argument list array means all these parameters are listed out in this argument list array. And micro definition table means what? Here we save the micro body. So these three are very, very important tables are there. Okay, out of that we will generate, or we will write a code for this today micro name table. And in next session, we will write the code for ALA, that is argument list array, and for MDT, that is micro definition table. Okay, so this is the whole means 2 practicals based on this micro preprocessor, right? So I hope that you have understood ki kya karna hai, right? So now next one, that is the algorithm. How we can write the or how we can start the code. So very easy as compared to assembler. Already you know the things. Anyone, can you just guess the logic what we can do in this practical session? How you can find the micro name? Anyone? क्या लगता है आपको कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे माइक्रो नेम? Because just we have to generate the MNT, means find out करो micro name and just take it and put it into table. That's it. Yes, कोई बता सकता है? Anyone guess? Just guess that how we can find it out.
Ma'am, the letter or the word after the word macro will be the macro name.
Right. So कैसे फिर अब हम क्या find out करेंगे इसके लिए?
The word macro in the code.
Yes. So simple logic. Only you have to find the string or the word or the variable macro. Means macro. Right? Because we know that in our definition of that macro, after this word, whatever will be there, kuch bhi ho, only one single word is there. Okay, or we can say that meaningless one variable is there. Okay, that complete word or the variable is the name of macro. This is the definition, right? So what we will do, first of all, we will try to identify this macro string. This array string we will detect, right? And after that array string, we know that there is a name to this macro, and we will copy that name and we will put it into our file. Okay, so first step is that is the start. Okay, second, initialize all the variables array for the micro name table, right? Because some table bana rahe na, so we have to make the one array to store all the names into that table. Then assign the counter for the micro name table and initialize to 0. You can also skip this one. This is just to find the total number of micro names. So either you can do it or you can skip it, no problem. There is no means use of that counter into our problem statement. We have to just print this micro name table. Okay. So the fourth step, read the input file. Right. So we know that we have done the file handling. So now you are familiar with that, how to read the file. So same one assembly language program with the macro is stored into that file, right? I will send it on chat. So that file contains the macro definition, right? So out of that, we have to identify the macro string. So we have to read that input file. Means same, give the path, give the name to that file, create one file, same procedure we have to follow. Next step, scan the input string by using the function isAlpha and store in array. Now this macro, we are going to identify this pseudocode into our assembly program, right? So now it is simple alphabets. So we can use this isAlpha function to find out the alphabets into our program, right? So once you are getting this newly identified string, then what you have to do, just compare that identified string with your macro string. So for that one, you have to compare, no? Then only you are able to find out is it macro or not. So compare the string with the words macro. String compare operation you have to do here. And if matching, then increment the pointer next line, as a next line string is name of the macro. Suppose you got that macro name, वो copy करने के हमें? No, we are not interested in this pseudocode. We are interested in the next characters after this macro. That is our macro name. So that's why here this statement is there. If matching, then increment the pointer to next line, as next line string is the name of that macro. What you have to do next? Just copy that new characters in macro name array. pointer increment करने के बाद जो भी string है, that is our micro name. So copy that one into our micro name array, right? And enter that micro name into the micro name table and display it, and you can end your program. So very simple. So we will see how to write it. I hope that you have understood that what is the logic we are going to apply to write this program. So input file. So this is the input file, right? I will send it to you. Right, that input file you have to use into your input program. This is your input program. So you can see what are these. That is the start 100, read X, read Y. Just I have added these some things. Okay, it is not logically, you can say. So just added two things here, right? So you can see here, first micro is there. This is my first micro. This is my second micro. Can you tell me what is the name of my first micro?
ABC.
Yes. Given here, that is the ABC. आप कुछ भी दे सकते हैं. As I told you, suppose PQR is the name for my micro. You can change here, that is the name. We are interested only in this name. Now in today's session, we are interested only in these names for these both the micros. Not all these other things, that is formal parameters, that we will do in the next practical session. That is our next practical. Only we are focusing on this micro name PQR and XYZ. Right? So you have to scan your input file and check, copy this. Suppose first one you start with this one. So you have copied this into one array. Now compare it with micro word, this one, MACRO. If that match, suppose, so what you have to do, increment the counter to the next line. And the first word is your name of this micro. And you have to copy this one into your micro name table. Right? So add 2 to 3 macros, so that you can make the table. एक ही micro होगा तो we cannot means justify the program that की second micro का वो ले रहा है या नहीं. So add 2 or 3 macros into your program. Right? So now this is input and my aim is to identify this micro. So now output file, micro name table, ABC and XYZ. Here first ABC था, so I will write here ABC. So my expected output should be one serial number, right? And second, that is the second name of my micro. So second name is XYZ. So ABC and XYZ. So I want the output like this one. And again, same, give the name to your table, that is micro name table. And then one by one with serial number, you have to add all the names of the micro into your table. Right? So now next, you will see the program. Okay, I haven't checked here which header files are required. I have just copy pasted my all the 5 header files. Maybe math is not required. Okay, so if you know these things, you can add as per your requirement, or if you don't want to confuse, just add all these 5 header files into your program. Right? So now this is your main program. Main function is there. So opening bracket. So initialize with all the variables. Right? Character C I have used to get the characters from your assembly language, means from the input. So this is I, J, B I have used for the sum arrays, then for the loops. Right? Now you are familiar with this one. Now this is our 4th session, right? So now one array I have declared here, that is you can see ARR 30, size of that array is 30, and I have initialized with the 0. Right? So these array I have used to copy the string. जब हम scan करेंगे ना, so first one you have to save into this array. And second array, M name, I have used to display my table, micro name. So that's why I have given M name. Size is 30, initialized with the 0. Then again, one more I have added L is equal to 1, I think for the serial numbers, 1, 2, 3. So that's why I have added here one more variable, that is for the serial number. Okay, basically I have used the 2 arrays, right? And one for the serial number, that variable used for the serial number. Minimum requirement is this one, right? So now file operations. Okay, we have seen this one into the last session. So two files, you can see two files are there. So first star fp1 star fp2. So first file fp1 is equal to f open, then give the path and then read operation. So you can easily find which one is my read means input and write means output. So by observing this one, you can easily find out that key which one is input file and which one is output file. So this is now you are used to these things, right? So read and write access you have to give for this both the files. Don't create it, only you have to create input file, not this second file fp2, right? So now next I have to give the title. So my output file is fp2. So fprintf, right? So in this fprintf fp2 I have written comma and give the name, micro name table. जैसे पहले भी किया हमने literal table, then symbol table, same thing we have to. Okay, I hope that you are not means forgot about that one, previous logic, because these things are common till now from the first practical. So only this loop is changed. So while feof means read my file till the end of file. कौन सी फाइल रीड करनी है, आउटपुट फाइल रीड करनी है क्या? नो, चेक मेरे इनपुट फाइल का नाम क्या? fp1. So I have given here name, that is the fp1, right? So while is alpha c, right? Suppose your first name is, suppose we will start with 100. So you have copied that one, that is the first letter, that is the s into your c. You have written, you have get the character from the file. So is it alphabet? Yes, it is alphabet. S is one of the alphabet. Now what you have to do? Copy that into array. So this is your array. So on the first location you have copied that S. Increment the pointer I++. Go to the next one. Next location is 1. Increment किया हमने pointer I++. Then copy the next character C. You have copied that next character, that is T. So check whether it is alphabet. Yes. Then enter the loop. Sorry, enter this into, go into the loop and copy that one into here. So T. Again, increment the point. So go to the next one. Now we are in the second location of this array. Read the next character. Read karo A. Check whether it is alphabet. Yes. ऐसे करके आपने क्या किया? You have copied this word, that is this stuff, into your array. What is the name of that array? ARR. Now your word is ready. After that, what is this space? When you copy the space into C, and when you check that condition, is it alpha? Obviously it is not. It is a simple one, space is there. So you cannot enter into the loop, and you can see here that it is the end of your string, end of your word. So what you have to do? Just here add the null character, right? Initialize this I equal to 1. Sorry, 0. Now I is 4. Initialize it to 0. Means आप यहाँ पे आ गए first location पे, यहाँ पे, right? Now this is your identified string. Start is your identified string, and we know that logic. We have to compare. We have to identify the micro into our program. So compare this string with your micro pseudocode. So apply the string comparison operation. So J is equal to strcmp. So what you have to compare? That is the string present into your array with this micro word. Is it same? Is it matching? No, because in my array it is a start and in my string is micro, and they both are different. आगे जाओगे क्या? No. What you have to do? Again you are going to this, go to the next character and copy it. ऐसे करते करते आप कहाँ पे आ जाओगे, माइक्रो के यहाँ पे. When you copy this micro into your string, right, and when that result is same, which results, this comparison result, when this array with micro and this string is matched, then here you can see j equal to 0, right? So j is equal to 0 is there. Okay, you got that key micro string you got into your assembly language program. The next one is now what? That is the only, we know that ki next line pe mera naam hai. Now you are here, you are ready with this macro. You are here in the pointer is after this O. What you have to do? Read the next character. So C is equal to F gets FP1. So obviously you are here. Okay. So A is there into your C. Okay, so before adding that one into your name of that table, so you have to check, is it space? That value into the C should not be equal to space. This condition is very, very important, this while loop. Why it is important? You will get it. So check whether it is space. No, it is not space. It is one letter into the C. What is that letter? That is the A. Right? So then enter into the loop. If it is not space means what? It is a letter. So copy that letter into your array. So this is one more array we have declared. So I have copied it into my array mname on 0th location. फिर ये लोकेशन चेंज करनी पड़ेगी ना, नहीं तो ये ओवरराइट हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. So change the location v++. I have used the pointer that is v++. Now you can see here v++ करके then I have read the next character. So what is this next character? That is B. Check, it is a space. C is not equal to space. Space है क्या? No, it is not space. It is one alphabet, that is the B. So enter into the loop. Copy that into your first location of this array. Right? Increment karo pointer. Go to the next. Read the next character. What is the next character? That is the C. So is it space? Check. C में space है क्या? No, it is not space. It is one alphabet. So copy that alphabet into your array. Copy किया मैंने. Increment the pointer. Go to the next location. Take the next one. So now you can see here after the C there is a space. Okay, so after this string A, B, C there is a space. Now when you read the next character and when you check this condition, at this time it is a false. It is a space into your variable C. So you cannot enter into the loop. What is the meaning? Space indicates that it is the end of your name of the array. Space देके हम parameters pass कर रहे हैं ना, next parameters, formal parameter. So in between this name and parameters there is a one space. So that space indicates that it is the end of your string, end of your micro name. You don't have to copy the next one. Now the next one is your formal parameter and we are interested in only the name. Right? So now next one, now you are done with the name of that array. So जो भी आपका array है, end with that, what we can say, that is the null character. Initialize your pointer to the 0 because we have to print that into our table. Initialize karo, right? And then fprintf. Just use the fprintf to print it into your file. So कौन सी file? fp2. Now your name is ready into your array, that is mname. Name of that array is mname. So fp2, comma. So I have to give the serial number. So I have used here %d dot 1 dot 2 dot चाहिए इसलिए dot, then % for the string, right, comma, L for serial array, m name for the name of that micro. And here I have to do L++. And then end of your all the loops. If everything is correct, no errors are there, then obviously you will get this output into your output file. So this is our output. Understood, yes or no? Or shall I explain it again? Yes or no? At least give me reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Or shall I explain you one loop that you don't getting it? Anything? कुछ doubt है कि मैम ये समझ में नहीं आया, वो समझ में नहीं आया?
Ma'am, the last while loop.
Last while loop. Okay. So means this one, yes. Suppose यहाँ तक हम आ गए, so you have compared this array string. We don't know कि क्या है, so we are comparing this macro with this macro string. Okay, so it both are match. So you can see array में जो भी string है, detected string, it is matched with our macro. So obviously your answer is j equal to 0. You know that string compare operation. If both are matched, means j equal to 0. ठीक है? So I have written here if j equal to 0. अगर मुझे माइक्रो मिल गया तो क्या करना है मुझे? So first one. So first मुझे क्या करना है? Read the next character. जब आपको माइक्रो मिलेगा तब आपका पॉइंटर यहाँ पे है, ओ के बाद है. So this is the micro string, right? We can say this as a micro string, right? You are here. So after that one, obviously character कौन सा आएगा? First character, that is A आएगा आपका. Means micro का name का first letter आएगा. So you have to read that letter. So that's why I have added here C is equal to F get C FP1, right? So अभी read करके immediately आपको dump करना है क्या इसमें आपके array में नाम के array में? No, right? So here we will use one loop for copying that one. So what is that loop? We have to only copy the name of that array. And how you can differentiate between this name and these formal parameters? Okay, I have just added here one formal parameter, but this is next. You can see number of parameters are there. You know that this. So what is the difference? So only one space is there, ABC or ampersand M. So now you have to start to copy this alphabet till the space. जब तक space नहीं आती तब तक आपको copy करना है. This space indicates that it is the name of your end of your string and the end of your microname. Right? So I have just write this while loop. When I copy the first character into the C, check whether it is equal to space or not. Space के लिए मैंने क्या किया? Only one single quote, एक space मारा और एक another single quote I have added. That's it. Single quote में मैंने एक space डाला है. Maybe you will get the error for that one if you did it wrong. Okay. So वही error आता है बच्चों को सिर्फ. Right. So C is not equal to space. Space कौन सी है? A वाली space है. नहीं है ना? Because C is equal to A. So go enter into the loop. Loop में अगर गए तो C, copy that C into the name of that, means in the M name of array. So यहाँ पे आप आओगे. So first letter you have copy on the 0th location. Then you have increment the pointer. Pointer increment करना है means 0 से 1 location पे जाओगे आप. जो भी next letter आएगा आप वहाँ पे store करोगे. So what you have to do? Read the next character. Next character read करोगे तो कौन सा character आएगा? B आएगा अभी. So check whether it is a space, blank space है क्या वो? नहीं है. It is one alphabet. What is the name of that alphabet? That is the B. Okay. So now here enter into the loop, copy that alphabet into your array. So it is a B. Increment the pointer, go to the next location, right? And C is equal to F get C F. Read the next character. Okay. So now read करोगे तो क्या है B के बाद? C है, capital C. Check whether that is equal to means जो हमारा variable है small c उसमें blank space है या digit है या any alphabet is there. You can see easily check कि B के बाद मेरा C है. So here in my C variable, this small c variable, this is the alphabet. It is not a space. So enter into the loop. Copy that alphabet here. Okay. Increment the pointer V++ से आप कहाँ पे जाओगे? Next location पे जाओगे. नेक्स्ट क्या लाइन है, रीड द नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर. अभी यू कैन सी कि आफ्टर द सी देयर इज अ स्पेस. ओके, सो इन बिटवीन दिस नेम ऑफ दैट माइक्रो एंड नेक्स्ट फॉर्मल पैरामीटर जो भी है हमारा, in between these two space is there. So in this C variable, after this line, you contain the space into your variable C. So check whether it is space. Yes, it is a space. This indicates that now your string is ended, your name of this micro is ended, you don't have to copy. So you are automatically out of this loop. लूप के बाहर आने के बाद क्या करना है आपको, जो भी आपकी नाम की स्ट्रिंग थी उसको एंड विथ इट एज अ 0 ऐड करो. पॉइंटर जो थर्ड नंबर पे है, थर्ड लोकेशन पे, मेक इट टू द 0. सो v इज इक्वल टू 0 लिखा. सो यहाँ पे आ गया मेरा पॉइंटर. एंड नाउ प्रिंट दिस स्ट्रिंग इनटू योर फाइल, राइट. सो fprintf, कौन सी फाइल, आउटपुट फाइल fp2. So %d for serial number, % for this string, and then serial number L for serial number L, and then m name is there, and L++ करना है for the serial numbers, right. So table में आपका automatically A, B, C आएगा. Same if one more micro is there, then you can add here in the second one. Okay, now understood? Yes, while loop समझ में आया है लास्ट का.